Hello my gorgeous people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline, and if it's your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to leave some comments below. Be sure to turn on notification so that you don't miss out on my next video. So in today's video, I just want to elaborate on something, because I don't want to, because you have to know that here online, not online, here on YouTube, there's some other people, more special, those ones who like sometimes come on my channel for the first time. Sometimes they can just jump into concluding things that are not true. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about Chris. He's a pastor from Nigeria. I'm sorry. He's a pastor from Nigeria. So it's like he has got members all over the world, but he has got branches in four countries, mainly here in overseas countries like the United Kingdom, USA, and Canada, and of course Nigeria, and two African countries, which is South Africa. It's a neighboring country to my country, so that's where I'm from. So this is the piece of information. If you want to hear the man of God, for some of you who are like we've got problems, maybe if you want marriage, he can pray for you, because he's been praying for a lot of people. His service on Sunday tomorrow, if you want to watch, he'll be live. So you have to switch on your channels, for some of you who want to listen to the word of God, but in different countries, it's like his members, it's like they're in town right now, even though they're making people uncomfortable, because like I was approached, today, I was just like from town, so a Nigerian lady, she stopped me and my daughter in the street. And then she gave me this one. It's a piece of book for the kids. It's in English. Because they've got both English and Swedish. For some of you who want to read the message from the man of God. And then at the back of at the back of the book, they have got their details, and in the front, also they have got their information right there. So if you want to contact them, you can contact them. I know a lot of people are going to say that Nigerian are scammers, so sometimes, give it a try, because here it's even written that Christ Embers, it's like it's located in Stockholm. I think their church is in Roningen, Folkets Hus, correct me if I'm wrong, Then the address is Central Vegan 8, then 4462 Roningen, and then down here it's like they're showing you the number, that's where you get the number, if you want to contact them, all those things. But for me, I'm not going to contact them, because I've got my own church. I go to another church, so I just got the book, to show some other people, because normally for me, I don't like to be approached in the street and somebody like preaching to me the word of God, So right now here on on this piece of book, that's their pastor, right there. So I'm just trying to look for his bigger image, but it's like they're not showing his bigger image. But for some of you, maybe you have heard of him. I think I have heard of him on the internet. A lot of Nigerian YouTuber, I think they normally used to talk about him, so I'm not sure. Of course, here he is, so right here, that's his image, so for some of you who knows him, so that's the Nigerian pastor, his branch is all over the country. And then I think I have to read a little bit here on the other chapter. it says upcoming reach out companies, in July and August, so if you want to be a member, it's like in July and August, in the month of July and August, partners in the United States and Ghana will be organized reach out companies where they will be freely distribute millions of copies, millions of copies of this piece of books will be made, for some of you who want to follow him, you can follow him, he'll be handing out this piece of books, with the information of God, for some of you who want to be closer to God, you can, get from them. This presents them with a special opportunity to spread the gospel to millions in these countries, Other countries organizing reach out companies during this period includes Malawi, Liberia. Yeah, I think here, most of them now, it's like African countries, it's like those, I think that's where he has got his branches, So for some of you, then Benin, Jamaica, Cote d'Ivoire, Chad, Gabon, Ukraine, and Malaysia, to mention a few. They will impact their nations by reaching out through languages, I think they'll be distributing them in different languages depending on which country you live, so you don't have to be worried about language barrier, so it's like they will translate the book in different countries depending on the country that you are living in, so that's not a worry, Reaching out to age groups, there are a lot of options. Reaching out to communities, they'll be doing like going from one city to another city, like in groups, like gathering together, like community, something like that, if I get that clear, Then reaching out to community of reaching out, out online, to join the effort to spread God's way to every city, town, and village in these countries. You have to reach out to the United Kingdom, USA, Ghana, Canada, South Africa, Nigeria, so down below, that's where you get the phone numbers if you want to reach out, for prayers, all those things, And then it's like they say that he does things like believes in miracles, breakout, distribution of grace, a lot of things, They say that those are the things that he does, So he'll be connecting with you in different countries. So I'll end by saying that by no means is this video sponsored. Everything I say in the video is of personal life, so you don't need to take my words for it. So that's the pastor, and see you guys in my next video. So give it a try, to the man of God, I have never came across this man, The only pastor I know in Nigeria is TB Joshua, because they also believe that he does something like miracle, even though I have never went to his church. I think the name of the church is called Synagogue of, no, excuse me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's synagogue, something like that, He's also a Nigerian pastor, he does things like miracles, he can pray for you if you've got sickness, disease, even HIV, AIDS. If you are sick, he can pray. sorry that I'm laughing, because I've never heard of a pastor, praying for a disease, then it becomes what, So see you guys in my next video, and I hope you're going to take good care of yourself. So bye bye, my lovely people.